All right. We're back. I hope.
Wow!
Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I didn't have a computer until I was like a teenager, so I never really got into the computer games. One of the first games I ever had for the PC, though, was Myst. Because the first games we actually had were like those CDs of 100 crappy games for $10 or whatever. But the first real game that I had was Myst. I enjoyed that game a lot. And the series, really, because I ended up having all of them. Still got them somewhere. But yeah, I was a big fan of LucasArts games too. I think I really got into like the LucasArts stuff, like the adventure game thing later. No, I mean I know how it ends because I've watched Let's Plays, but I never finished the dig. So I think I might have brought that up when I did my um, the Afterlife Let's Play. A Spectrum. Holy crap, Pocket Ninja. Yeah, see, I missed out on like the Spectrum, Atari, that era. I just went straight to Nintendo, and then Sega, and then PC. But anyway, so when I was playing the Afterlife, uh, Afterlife was a game that I only found out about from a friend who had gotten a collection one Christmas of LucasArts games. It came in a bundle, and so Afterlife was one of the games, but the Dig was also one of the games. And so we played the Dig, and we didn't get anywhere. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of the way this is turning out with this pathway here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do some very gentle leveling, I feel. Flattening. I was hoping a little bit higher than that. I mean, that is helping, but it's not helping. Okay, okay. Yeah, it did go offline on Tin Fox, unfortunately. It's going really well, and then it just knocked off again. Because that's how it is. Okay, look, there's settings in here. Curved slopes. I'm not really sure what that does. Let's try it. Let's not try it. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, we'll get up here where it's flat. And hopefully this pathway now will connect up. And if it doesn't connect up that way, it'll connect up this way. Whoops, 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 whoops. No, 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 no. Okay. Well, for now. So, like I said, my vision is that this will come down here and then somehow connect up elseways. And then this will swoop down here to connect into there. So I'll fix all that later. Night lore. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Spectrum games. The only thing I really know about the Spectrum, so I think I've mentioned before I watch Deceased Crab's Let's Play of La Mulana. And La Mulana is a modern game, but it was made as sort of a love letter to those games, the Spectrum games. And so, you know, just sort of through that, I saw a lot of games. Well, a lot of games. I saw a few games for the system. Insert Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. Okay, can we just maybe level this out just a little bit? Smooth. I mean, that works too. Okay, stop. It was working and then suddenly it decided not to work, so I don't know what the heck's going on there. Well, my vision for this is not, as usual, coming out exactly how I thought. That's okay. Because I really don't know how I'm going to make a maze out of this anyhow. So let's just kind of connect it up. But this really does have to be flat, doesn't it? This thing just... it doesn't like it. Nice. See, that kind of atmosphere is gone. The little shop where you go in every day or every week or whatever, and they know you and you can get recommendations and kind of sad. Okay, I need to not have angle snap on. Well, this is going to be some almost kind of a fun ride just walking on these paths to get to this place. And I think I need to expand the terrain out here too. smooth, maybe? Yeah, the age factor kind of, I guess, kind of shapes, what you really get into, just because you are limited to, the kind of games that you can play. I think that's why when we got a PC, uh, I really changed to the city building and strategy games as opposed to your typical console platforming games and whatnot. Because they were just such a different type of game, and they just really appealed to me. Okay, so let's maybe do, because I'm thinking I need a queue path here for the future. And maybe I can go... Really? See, so with Emperor, that was actually a game that kind of took me by surprise. I was in college, and I was doing, or I was playing, I think I was playing Pharaoh. Because, I played Zeus before and all that, obviously. But, so I was playing Pharaoh in my dorm room, or whatever, and, I just, I thought, like, because it had been a while. So Zeus came out 2000, I think, and Poseidon came out a little after that, 2001 probably. And obviously Pharaoh had come out before. So I'd played Zeus, I'd played Pharaoh. I was like, wow, I wonder if there was anything else these guys made. I knew about Caesar because of a friend in high school, but I didn't put two and two together that they was the same company at the time. Anyway, so I was playing Pharaoh and just thinking about if they'd made any other games, and so I looked it up, and I'd found out that Emperor had just been released like 2 months before. So I immediately went out to Hastings and bought it. So that was pretty cool timing, that completely unexpectedly I had found another game to play. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some adjustment here. It's gonna look a little weird. There. I feel like someone's going to break an ankle on this, but the game says it works, so... Because that's like... that's a pretty severe curve. Yeah, The Sims was pretty popular too at that time. In my college days. Reader Rabbit. You know what? I mean, just thinking of the educational stuff. Do you remember Microsoft? I think it was Microsoft Encarta came with that Mind Maze or whatever it was called. You had to like it was like a quiz game, encyclopedic quiz game. I don't know. I'll fix this road later. Everything will be fixed later. Okay. So I'm going to swap this out a little bit here. Place the exit right here. Place the entrance over here. And now I'm going to do... Wow, no. Can we not? Well, that's good, Pocket Ninja. We'll just leave it then. Ancient time games. I do not recall those. No, just... Okay, well, whatever. Maybe. That's starting to sound familiar. Okay, well, there's not going to be any priority path. What the hell am I doing? I think I've got this elevated. I think that's the only reason it puts... Oh, maybe not. No, I guess it puts the railing up. I thought it put the railing up only when it was elevated, like this. It should be a long enough queue. Probably should actually make room for a priority pass, though. That would be the responsible thing to do. Okay, but you're gonna have to... Oh, no. Alright. How is this gonna connect up? Like this, maybe? Well, let's try it. Create a coaster chair. I think that's about as close as that's gonna get, but they can at least bypass the loop. Oh, actually, we can get them right up there. Yeah, that's too curvy. Perfect. Actually, we'll keep the priority pass road there. Okay, so that at least is connected. Now, I think we have to test this before it's going to let me do a thing here. Of course, we want high priority, otherwise why will people buy them? We will also wait for a full load on this. Okay, I don't know what that means. Where the heck is testing? Is this how I test? Okay, we'll get in here real quick. Yeah, I don't know what that game is, Pocket Ninja. Whee. This is a little bit disorienting. Alright. Well, we'll just stop the test there. So I could add another car, huh? No, apparently not. Create a coaster chain. It's got no music, but I can set the music. Okay, it's good to go now, so we'll turn it on. See, I don't know any of these songs. Fairy Tale, Magical Town, sure. We'll go with Magical Town. Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to build my own coaster. But I might. I do want to have something special to go around the North Pole, and I do know that the only ride, the only coaster that is themed like that is a custom one with Santa's sleigh. Somewhere in here. Maybe I'm thinking of an actual track ride. Yeah. Track ride powered sleigh ride. So, I don't know. We'll look. The game is actually lagging though. Like when I run it, it is actually lagging. So, I don't know if I need to maybe limit people to the park. I feel like that would be a good thing because the more rides I add, the more people this keeps throwing in here. Stone Coliseum. So this game, Pocket Ninja, was it like a pixely kind of like Atari looking game or what? I mean, I haven't played Fable. I've played Fable 3. I was in the room when my college friends played Fable, so I mean, you know, live action let's play basically. Yeah, I really don't like this. See, now the problem is I'm not really going to be able to make much of a maze out of this. What if I take that off? Okay. So maybe this idea isn't going to work out so very well. I may have to take off angle snapping to get things to go. Huh. That would be interesting. I mean, speaking of games kind of like that, well, I mean, only thematically. There's a game called Sapiens that I thought about looking at. It's a free game, and it's basically kind of like a 2D survival game. You're like a caveman, and you go around and you meet people and you fight off animals. It looks clunky and hard, but I don't know. That might be interesting. I kind of like obscure games like that. I mean, obviously, I played them on my channel. I don't really do obscure so much anymore, but yeah, definitely. It sounds like something unique and interesting enough that I'd like to check that out. So this is not really going to be a maze, I guess. This is just going to be sort of a walk around. Unless I can... Okay, so I guess I can do that. Just kind of dead end some things here. I'd like it to go a little bit flatter. Yeah, that'll work, whatever. Actually, hold on a minute. I could delete the path there. Flatten this out just a little bit more. Just enough to give me a little bit of something there to latch on to. And then if I do select a grid, give it a square end, that still dips off to the end. That didn't change much of anything. If anything, it might have made it actually worse. That's alright. Well, I won't fiddle with this too much right now, I guess. Just because I don't really know what to do with that. But we'll just add hedges in there and that sort of thing. I think I'll probably end up doing the whole thing again. Just wipe it out and come up with an actual maze. Windy bit or something. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. No, anyway. So, let's finish off this maze, because I really would like to finish off this section so I can get going on something else. I'll take one of you. So we'll kind of make this a parallel road here. Okay, actually before I do that, let me move this back into place here. I guess it can be down low. Because I really don't actually think I've got that many buildings. If I make this wall go up here. So how about move this back and over. Give it a little bit of a twist. There. And maybe I'll have this actually flatten out a little bit more and be a little bit bigger down here. Because this isn't going to be much of a maze. Found the game? There. So bring one of you over here. Bring this section over here. Well, let's get started on this side, I guess. Caesar 2? Oh, so like a hunting lodge kind of thing in Caesar? I mean, that would make sense, actually. I could see that. Let's add you in here. Well, that would make sense. You know, I never played Caesar 2. I probably will at some point. In fact, Caesar 3 is on the block for probably the next city builder, just because it's being sponsored. Anno 1800 is going to be done. There's only a few more episodes left in it. So, but I don't know if I want to do that for the next Let's Play. The next city building, yes, but the next Let's Play, I don't know. I feel like I'd like to do something that isn't city builder, but also something that doesn't take forever, you know? I mean, you know, this is okay. You know, I could actually do Shadowrun. I've mentioned the Shadowrun mod that does the Super Nintendo through the Shadowrun Returns engine. Yes, I'm actually glad with Anno being done. I mean, I enjoyed the game, but it was also just getting to be annoying, and it was definitely going on too long. So, I mean, the game is quote-unquote done because there's still DLC, like the Land of the Lions DLC, that has not been released yet. So I will come back to the game and finish it, but I finish off the Arctic and then do a few special things, and because there's actually a couple Easter eggs in the game that I didn't know about and I just learned about. But yeah, so that'll be done this week. So I'll have to figure out what the next game will be. 6 will fit. What about 8? Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, that's probably the big problem with the game, and I talk about this in the final episode where I do an analysis of the game and all that, but I feel like the game was designed well. I think the hectic part comes from the game being released the way it was. So, you know, it has the main campaign, and then it has all the DLC that gets released through time. So I'm playing the game, the complete version, like, I don't know, didn't that game come out a year ago or 2 years ago or something like that? So, you know, I'm playing it after the fact with all the DLC in it. Whereas I think that the way it was released, you know, you played the game and you put it down and a new DLC was released, so you pick it back up again. And, you know, I feel like that experience would have been a lot different than what I went through. And so I think the game was a lot more annoying for me just because of that, because there was just too much. Whereas if I'd just played the game sort of, I guess, as it was meant to be played, or as it came out anyway, it would have been less of a hassle. But yeah, there was just, man, there's so much going on in that game. It's really hard to stay focused. I mean, it's probably obvious in the videos, but yeah, that's a little bit much to take on.